That's what it's all about. Guns and butter, baby. You little dumb motherfucker.
But
And
we
his
ain't
side
paying
chick,
no mind. Yeah, this at
his side
60.
chick. That's what I always think about.
Oh, I could only he said the time he said I could only do that because I'm 16 and that's wild, boy. Niggas ain't look at it like that to like now, but that's crazy. She was like, nigga told me how to tongue kiss and everything. Whoa.
That, but I ain't agreeing with that shit. It's like R. Kelly and
Got
Aaliyah.
Nick shit. Then Jay-Z try to do his thing too. Am I
Not really.
bugging?
His shit, yeah, his shit ain't like, yo, that's like how, like, this is a proven fact of Russell Simmons and Aaliyah and them. And another thing with Russell Simmons is, well, with that, well, people who I feel like date younger females when they that grow, it's like, bro, I don't know. To me, it's always a manipulation thing, though, because it's like, what you really doing, homie? You feel me? Like, they don't really know the world and shit. So it's like,
Well, I wouldn't say not always, but more so if you see how the dynamic of their relationship moves around. If you see him trying to be on some Doja shit with a younger bitch, it's like, all right, you really that's your forte, huh? You
and
really,
another thing is,
you feel me? That's the Cedo.
another thing is, you gotta look at people's history. So she also got what that nigga, what's his name, from Blood Diamond. You know African son from Blood Diamond.
Nah, well, I think I do. The main character, real dogs can do, right?
Yeah, she. I think that's who she started fucking with after Russell Simmons. So it's like, and the same thing started happening with him. Like he said, he didn't get to see his son and shit like that. So I feel like she got like three different like BDs. So it's like, and if they all saying the same shit,
Mother
I
being the
mean,
reason can't see the kid.
exactly. And girls gonna always connect to their mom. I feel like, especially if they the one they with her 24/7. Like,
And on top of that, you just never know whatever seeds being planted. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
That seeds being planted. What side of the fence you on is how you also viewing the situation that's going down.
Yeah, because you could always make a person paint them out to be like bad if you want. Say all this bad shit that they've done because nobody's perfect. But
I ain't gonna hold you. Looking bad. They had this nigga. They had YNW looking bad going into his case, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. If you talking about like if you talking about like going into the case, like like if you talking betting odds, the odds is already against. You know what I'm saying? Like with the song, with a little bit of evidence that we heard about, you know what I'm saying, going into this trial, it wasn't looking good for Melly.
but
You disagree, or you
yeah,
think you think
I
going
agree.
into this shit, if you was Melly and fucking waiting for your trial to start, you'd be like, yeah, I
Yeah,
can't wait
look,
to get this shit started and knock this shit up out the way.
no. So the reason why I say I'll be like 70-30 if I was him, meaning like for the fact that they can't use the song in the case, they can't use shit like that art. So that's already a little win, shit like that. And then another thing is if you clearly really ain't do it, that's what it really depends on. If you really ain't do something, of course you're gonna think you're gonna win because
You
you ain't do
say
it.
you say that, but you know how many innocent niggas is locked up for shit they ain't do.
But they ain't melly, and they don't got millions of dollars for attorneys, and the only
How
lawyer,
much money?
whoever
How much money
received the
you think
only
he
money,
spent on that
received the
case?
death penalty.
How much money you think
Too
he
much,
spent on this case?
too much money, bro. Too much. Think
But you
about
think
it.
he up like that? Where like I'm saying, like he spent this money on this case, he come home still going. Well, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Bobby and them came home to a bag.
Nah,
So
and yeah, he gonna come home to a bag of rip because nigga, even if you go sign a deal with a label, like you hot
you know
right
what
now.
video I just ran into the other day?
Hmm.
223 with him and Glock 9.
Mm-hmm.
That shit
getting free
fire,
black
and
women.
he basically directed that shit from jail, bro. He was like, yeah, I want a white family. He directed the whole music video. Told the video director basically what to
Did you
do.
did you ever hear about the controversial line from that song though, right?
What's that?
Um, Heard he caught a body, but that do not mean shit to me. Got two on me, got two on me. Plug ain't at two on me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Till I heard that song, I ain't really know that nigga was repping that blood shit. He better holler. I I ain't trying to jump shit, but that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Next subject, he better holler at Casanova. Shit,
Yeah.
word. But what you think? How you think that nigga courtroom antics is doing for him? Like, how
I
you think
mean,
that shit is helping? You think it's helping him, hurting him, or not even? You know,
nah,
it's not phasing.
nah. I feel like in society's eyes, like, yeah, you a rapper, so of course we not gonna look at you like you crazy. But if anybody else from the outside and is tapping in, they gonna see a nigga with dreads tatted up, laughing in court, singing to himself and shit. Like, if it's good that if the jury don't see that, that's good. But the picture they trying to paint him out as is, like I seen something similar with the nigga who just got locked up for like hitting all those people with the car and shit. He represented himself and was. So I feel like sometimes the media try to portray a nigga as like crazy, and that's what it could come off as if you don't know him
Like,
as an artist. Like when we see it, it's like that's Wanda,
until you get,
whatever.
yeah, you'll never know. You never know what a nigga's like as a person. Only how the media gets to portray it. Nigga.
But this just in, and I gotta give this idea
Although
message
before you
from
change the
Wack.
subject, I do gotta touch on. I
No,
heard
it's the
that a
same
lot of
subject.
his
It's the same
antics.
subject. But
I would say a lot of his antics is being done away from the jury. Like they're not even seeing his antics
so
and
yeah,
shit. So
if
it
that's the
shouldn't
case,
even.
then that's sweet. But what I can say is Wack 100 brought up a good point, which is
You don't hear that often. I mean,
yeah, exactly. But they said that he was saying like because you see the video of like when they released like his interrogation video. So and being that they
the shit
released
when he
that,
was 16, supposedly snitching.
yeah, and then just like 2 hours ago they released more footage, and when the police was gone, he was
Oh,
in the
yeah, I see
kitchen
the.
shadow boxing and like singing a song to himself. So it's like they trying to make cuz look crazy. I'm trying to tell you, like
But
that's how
look,
they.
the best thing about that shit is the jury don't got access to this right now. They don't have access to media while they deliberate and while they being a jury. Because that's the same thing. I feel like I've been watching a lot of some interviews and shit since the trial been going on, and I ain't gonna hold you. Watching his interviews make me feel differently personally, son. Larry. But that's just me personally. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I got a question
Nah,
for you. I got a question for you.
no. Hold on, nah. You gotta elaborate what you said first. Like, what do you mean? You feel differently than what?
This nigga over here, he was in one of his interviews. My nigga talking about some. Yeah, my love for guns came. He was- like just the way he was talking about it. But I was like, niggas got love for guns, and everybody out here clapping niggas who
I
got love
agree.
for guns. So you know what I'm saying?
If
I,
we had
I had to look at it differently. It's because I see that
yeah.
interview and I know the situation he's in now. So it was just like, you get what I'm
And another
saying?
thing is too, but that's why like the court, what they have to do, you gotta always
You gotta
separate the
be,
art.
yeah,
You gotta
and
separate
that's
the art from facts because yeah, he portrays a killer in his music and all of that, but he could be a
but
pussy in
that
real life.
all of that doesn't
That's
matter. It's what is the evidence on
exactly
the table points to.
exactly
That's all that matters. You feel me?
exactly.
Um, but you seen how you feel? You've been watching it. You've been seeing like some of the courtroom shit.
Yeah, yeah.
How
I've been
you
keeping up.
what you think about his female lawyer that been on his body? It looked like throughout the trial. She always in
I
his
feel like
ear,
it's
like she
cool.
telling a joke. I feel
I
like
feel
let
like
this
it's
nigga beat the charge. I ain't gonna be the only thing he beat, man.
facts,
Feel
but facts. And another thing is too, like he got personality, like so people are gonna always tap in. Like for me,
That's a
it's I
fact.
don't know, easy,
That's a fact.
easy on the eyes,
He's
easy
an
on the
entertainer.
eyes. So
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you the way even his ex girlfriend moms was talking about him.
yeah,
Sure,
holding it down.
yeah, like nah, that's the homie.
The fact still remains, like if bro really didn't do it. Like they tripping. And another thing is like to go back to lawyer fees. This nigga been in jail damn near 5 years. Imagine how much a lawyer is for 5 years, nigga. Every day trying to file motions to do this and do that for you. 5 years mean like
Allegedly, if he did do it, if he did do it, what you think would be the
like
cause for you to have to murk your mans, bro?
wow. I mean,
He
for
got
me
the
to
niggas
want to
tatted on his
for me
neck.
to want to for me to want
He,
to do
they
something like that,
moms.
I would have to be put in a life or death situation. That's the only way I could do something like that. I would say.
That's a fact. I don't. It can't just be a money. Nah, money gonna come
No,
and go.
yeah,
I
like
don't feel
this
you.
ain't paid in full for me. This ain't paid in full. I can never. If my homie got 1 million, I know he gonna break me off. So I don't gotta rob him. I don't gotta like. It's not like that. You feel me? We not living like that. Like these movies. Like so.
That's a fact.
I couldn't. I couldn't see it only be unless it's some life or death. Like unless a nigga fire on me while I was in the car and shit, and I gotta what the fuck? Like oh shit. Like hey, unless I gotta. You feel me? Like
Or for real
nigga try
though.
to set shit. But for yeah,
Shit.
like
Yo, you that heard you heard about Cavs getting cut?
yeah, that's fucking. I
You
mean,
think that was due to him denouncing blood the day before?
nah. So this is a fact, bro. Everybody that I hear always talk about Casanova, Val, my step up, he knew Casanova said he was a real nigga. And then I was working at this landscape job with one of these niggas from the Bronx, like
You
some
gotta.
crazy ass nigga.
Matter of
And
fact,
he
let
said
me
he was
correct
up
myself.
top with Cass. He said he was up top with Cass, and he said Cass really be running jail and
I
shit.
was
Like
gonna
he's
say
like,
you. I gotta correct the story. Cass just didn't get cut. Cass got cut, ran down, jumped on the nigga, and gave that nigga a few more cuts. My nigga.
so that's what
Word.
I'm saying. Like he's the pod boss when he's in jail. So I feel like that comes with the
60
territory. Like
days
a
in
nigga
type
gonna
shit.
try you. Yeah,
Pod
a nigga
boss.
gonna try you one day. A nigga not gonna be feeling pussy every day. Like sometimes somebody gonna try you. And just
That's
like
a fact.
lions,
A
you gonna have
man's a
to.
man.
At
You
least
gonna
he
have to
living.
stand
At
on
least
some shit one day.
yeah. At least he living. And when he come home,
They
that
say
buck
the
50 is probably
reputation only
that buck.
carry you so far.
Yep, that buck 50 is gonna add character to him when he come home, nigga.
Oh, that's the other question. Do you think it's possible for him to come home and have a career? He's facing 60. So not you usually don't get the full 60. But
If you get 60, hold on.
anywhere in
I'm
there,
gonna be 90
anywhere.
years old. You think I'm gonna be if you get 60 and you really serving 60, I'm gonna be honest, like, yeah,
So
we
you
gonna
heard
bump you.
so you heard what he told 50, right? You heard what he told 50?
Or
He asked 50. He left it underneath a Pop Smoke photo too. He said, if anything was to happen to me, can you do my last album like you did Pops? That's where he I think it was an Instagram comment he left. He tagged 50 and everything.
so but you never know,
You
like
think that was
God is
like
real.
you think that was on something if I get the years or if I was to die in here?
I think it's both because you in jail. Like just because he the power boss in jail don't mean you got fear. Every man is susceptible to fear. So it's like
Every man, if you bleed, you can get it.
exactly. So it's like I feel like it's a little bit of both. Like because you don't know at the end of the day. First, if you trapped in a place for a amount of years and then you trapped around that type of energy for all of those years, you probably looking at both. Like I'll never get out, or I might not make it in here, nigga. But I feel like that's just the mentality. We not gonna always be there mentally and emotionally. So, but I feel like God is real. So there's a possibility he could even just beat that whole shit and come home. You feel me? And him
You
renouncing
never
blood and
know.
all of that shit. Like if niggas try him because of that,
Yo,
because he renounced blood,
that
that's
nigga
some real blasphemy shit.
Larry Hoover denounced GD. I mean, what is it? Yeah, what was he? GD? Yeah, Larry Hoover denounced GD, and niggas is still on Hoover, nigga.
I ain't heard nothing you just said, bro. My AirPods are die.
I said I said Larry Hoover renounced GD, and niggas is still out here talking about nigga send Hoover apology letter for disrespecting GD to this day,
That's what I'm
nigga.
saying. Like if you all of that shouldn't matter in the end. The nigga is damn near 40 years old. Like what niggas expect? He probably already put in his work. Like he put in
Who
his work. Like
40?
what y'all want this nigga to do?
Larry? Larry, that nigga about
No,
60,
no,
nigga.
Casanova,
Mm.
Casanova.
No matter
And he
about.
almost, I don't know if he's 40 or in his 30s. I don't know where he at, but either way, he not getting any younger. So it's like niggas gotta respect that shit. I feel like ultimately, because it's like I feel like being his age and hearing his reputation, I feel like he probably put in his work, nigga. So if y'all
Yeah,
still trying to keep him down, that's crabs in a barrel type shit, nigga.
I got a question for you too. Who's the annual AA nigga?
Oh, and well, so
And wow,
this nigga, okay, you gotta pull that nigga up. He's some basically he the
I'm out there.
reggaeton, like whatever reggaeton god.
He do
Like I don't
numbers.
know,
I'm about to go check it. He do not. He be doing numbers and shit.
numbers is not the word, bro. It's like close to a billion and shit. Like, cause it's
Oh,
his
I just
Latin
put A. I just tapped in AN in YouTube. First thing that popped up.
nigga, his numbers. Let's look at his numbers first. The Latin community's music, the numbers go way
40,
crazier than like rap
49
music,
million
nigga.
views in 1 month. 3 months ago, 133 million views. Hey, some wild.
So
Eight
long story
months
short,
ago.
that's so the whole skitty is and well is that right? So
Hmm.
back in the day, and well, first of all, the way I heard about him, I was in New Zealand, and my boy Boy, who was a Latin artist as well, he was putting me on him because Anuel was in jail and shit, but he was lit. It was on some like Young Thug in jail shit, but for the Latin community. So when that nigga was in jail, his mono is Real Lasta, I think La Muerte, which means like real nigga till I die in Spanish. But that nigga got the Latin community in a chokehold. So that nigga, long story short, he got a BM, right? He planted seed in guilt. So now fast forward 6ix9ine onto his how would you say it? His regular routine shit that he was doing in the rap community where he trolling niggas, making videos with niggas, girls and shit. He
Regular
goes and
six
gets
nine shit. Was wild.
exactly. He goes and gets Anuel's
He
baby
was speaking
mother.
Spanish while he was doing this, or he was speaking English.
Yeah,
Because
this nigga's nah. This nigga's a whole nother nigga now. He only speaking Spanish now.
that's why we not hearing about it. It's a different culture.
Exactly,
You feel what I'm saying?
exactly.
Academics,
But
certain niggas ain't following that. Now, I ain't even know where I ain't know this nigga till now. Annuel, AA.
so he did that. He making a video. I don't know like what that nigga's reaction to this is, but all I know is this nigga says nah, making videos, buying the Guilt Birkin, Richard Millie. They getting right in the pool in their video. Like academics is saying, all he's saying is 6ix9ine's new girl, but he don't know who that Guilt is. You feel me? But that's who this Guilt is.
That's the
So
Annuel's girl, some shit.
yeah, that's the baby mother.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But hey, man, like all I'm gonna say is another thing about reputation. That nigga's reputation is solid too in the black community. So
I was gonna
I feel
say
like
son.
you wanna
Uh,
move
so the
on
problem.
eggshells
So you
almost.
saying the problem between them two is the baby moms.
No, but this is what I know of the history. All right, when 6ix9ine before he turned into a mouse, right? The nigga had made a video. I think it was called like BB or something with Anwell. You could look it up. This was when people still thought he was like when he was still in his lit phase before he turned to a rat. Feel me?
Hmm.
So they dropped that video. So when that whole rat shit went down, I guess Anwell had an interview and they asked him like how they feel about 6ix9ine. He said, "I can't fuck with bro. Like he he did like he went against
Oh,
the family. Like
they asked this nigga Annuel that, and that's what he said. He ain't fucking
yeah."
bro. Oh, that
Yeah,
shit.
he said like he went against the grain, like he went against the family. So you know he can't.
That
He
nigga
stand on
6ix9ine
morals
thought
and
he was gonna
principles.
snitch in the black community and just go slide over. This
Exactly.
nigga. But I ain't gonna lie, that's usually not to be an asshole, but some other races usually move on as long as you don't snitch on your own race. You ain't snitching.
Hmm.
Some usually,
Hmm.
well, that's a fact. But how you see that shit turn? I don't see that shit turning out good.